Hey, Cindy.
Hey.
You know, we do a lot of different things over the course of the year, but you know, when we get into December, it's always fun to come out to Cedar Creek. Do you know what this is all about?
Duh. Prohibition.
Right on.
Right on.
All right. We are here at Cedar Creek. This is the end of Prohibition Soiree. This is what? Is this year number 4? Is this our 4th year? I mean, we've been out here every year that they've done this. It's been fantastic. They've done something a little different every year.
There's a theme for each one.
There is a theme, and this year's theme is the Big Easy.
It is.
It is the Big Easy. They had jambalaya served and all that kind of stuff. It was really good.
Fishy food.
Fishy food.
Yeah.
But the jambalaya was fantastic, even if you didn't like fish.
Right.
But this is just so much fun. And hey, listen, I know we're not on motorcycles right now. It's cold, but we're out here at Cedar Creek having a fantastic time. Always remember, it's always like the first Saturday of December when they do this, man. You get tickets, it's closed to the public. Man, we're kind of highfalutin today. You know what I'm saying? Do you always dress like this?
No. No.
But you do when you come out here, don't you?
And it's fun.
Isn't it?
It is fun to dress up. You know, you get to put on the dress and act like, you're back in the 30s, right?
Right.
30s,
20s. Well, technically Prohibition would have been, end of Prohibition would have been either very, very late 20s or the very early 30s. So, yeah.
That's pretty fun. They have the music, you can dance, it's cool.
That's why we're doing this right now. The band's going to take off here pretty soon. So I wanted to get this done before the band started playing. This is just tons of fun. Before we go any further, I want to thank Ladendorf Law for being on board. Ladendorf, Fregiato, and Bigler and badder than ever. And they've already committed for 2025. So thankful to have them still on board. You know what we always say. I hope you never need a personal injury lawyer. But if you do, Ladendorf, Fregiato, and Bigler is the only name you need to know. And you know what, Cindy?
What?
You can still get to there. If you go to steelhorsecenter.com, click on the Ladendorf logo, bam, you're right on their website. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
All right, Cindy. Well, why don't we see how much fun we can get into while we're here. Now, I also did see the owners of Gillespie's Cigar Bar, and I understand there might be an after party up at the cigar bar. So I think it might be a good night to call an Uber.
Right.
All right, well, what do you say we go have some fun?
Let's go. So, Kelsey, you do this every year. I mean, how many years has it been? 4?
This is our 4th year.
4th year. I mean, I've been here every year, which
I know.
It's been so nice
You were
to
here
see.
that first year when it was the wall was up and we didn't have the eatery
We
yet.
were, and we sat right there by the door and froze our butts off. But it was so cool, and we invited more people to come because it was so cool. What all goes into putting this on?
So I start planning pretty much after this one is over for the next year's theme. We always obviously want to keep it 1920s and Prohibition, but we try to switch it up a little bit. So this year it was New Orleans jazz. It's the birthplace of jazz, so we wanted to bring that in and give it like a New Orleans feel. Because even during Prohibition, they kept partying.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted to do too.
You know, and it's kind of cool to know that because a lot of people don't know history, and to know that there was a time where drinking was prohibited and then people snuck around and drank, and
For
then it was
14
finally,
years.
yeah. I mean, what would we do if we couldn't drink?
I would die. I would not have a job.
Right?
It's so much fun though, just to be able to see everybody get dressed up and come out and just celebrate with us.
I love it. I love seeing that everybody does it because, you go to some things and some people participate and some people don't. But this one, everybody participates. You see the people dancing. You guys got the jazz band going. This year you had food. It was just so cool. I love it. I'm so glad that you do this because, it's something that people like to dress up and have fun. And this just, especially the 20s, that was a long time ago. So it's kind of fun to go back to that era and just be able to have that feel. It's really cool. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you for being here. Yeah, I love having you guys out every year, and I can't wait. I already have the next 2 years themes in my head, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, well, we definitely will. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I'm sure that everybody's having a good time tonight. And I know you guys kind of do an after party now too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we usually try to pick another spot local to support and bring them some business. We do have to close a little earlier here. This year, we're going back over to the cigar bar, Gillespie Cigar Bar. So that's
Which
gonna
is
be
a great place.
Oh my gosh, it's like a speakeasy in itself.
It is.
They don't have to do anything. They already have the atmosphere.
They do. That is so true. Well, I really appreciate you and all that you do. I know that you put a lot of work into this. I'm glad to see all the people come out for it. You do a fantastic job. Just keep it up because we love it.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Thanks.
All right, we're here doing the speakeasy night, having a good time. You guys look like you're having a really serious conversation. Is everything?
We are.
I almost felt bad interrupting what you guys were doing. You guys would look like you were so intense. It was like, wow, the band stopped for a minute and you're like, hey, listen, I've been wanting to tell you this for a long time.
Oh, yes.
So have you guys ever been out to this?
No. First time.
Or I should say ladies.
Yes.
Is that offensive to call?
No.
I just saw something on TV where it was considered offensive and I didn't know what that...
I don't get offended.
Not if you're hanging out with this crowd.
No.
So this is your first time here. What do you think so far?
It's great.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I
It
love
is
the
a lot of fun.
costumes.
Yes.
Good girl time.
So you don't dress like this all the time?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we won't bother you. Have fun. And just like I said, have a great time.
Thank you.
All right. So we're here at the Speakeasy. How are things going tonight?
Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I know what you're talking about. What's speakeasy?
Is this your favorite night of the year?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say it's such a great tradition at this point. You know, getting to have a bunch of people dress up. We've got so many repeats from over the years coming in. It's always gotten to be a bigger event every year. This year we're doing the catered buffet. Years past we brought in the band, so it's always been a really cool and fun event. So.
I'm proud to say I've been here every year.
That's awesome.
Every year, so, and it's been fantastic every year. That's the thing, is you guys have always done something different, something new, keep it fresh, and tonight is no exception. It's a really good time out here.
Nice intimate setting. You know, really cool date night kind of experience that you're not going to find anywhere else right now. Especially with the December now. It's starting to get colder. Everyone wants to stay in. Well, why not come out and stay in here with us and have good beverages and good music?
Right. And it's super cool with the eatery and everything else. There's so much room now for everybody to come in, and great band playing.
So you guys are here at the Soiree. You're doing the catering. Tell me about your catering company and how you found out about doing this.
Well, we're good friends with Kelsy that runs this place, and Larry that owns the place is my best friend.
Okay.
So we do all their concerts here. And we was on vacation. She called about a New Orleans party, and we was actually in New Orleans.
That's pretty cool.
So we bought the crawfish and the bread pudding and all that from New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
And so real food from New Orleans.
That's pretty cool. You know, I mean, for them having it be
Yeah,
that. And
timing was perfect.
It was.
Yeah.
So when you cater, I know you're doing this event tonight, and you said you do all the events for Cedar Creek during the summer months.
Yeah, the concerts, yes.
So you're here in Martinsville.
Yes.
So if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, how would they do that?
Just Black Cat Catering, Black Cat Event Catering, and this is Holly. right there. She's the one you want to talk to, actually. I'm just the assistant.
You're just the assistant. Well, you guys have
And
done
I
a
tow the
fantastic job.
trailer.
You tow the trailer.
I told the trailer.
Well, you guys did a fantastic job tonight. The food was wonderful, and so if anybody wanted to get a hold of you, I hope that they do.
She would be the
She
one.
would
to
be the
tell
one?
you. Yep.
You want to come here a minute? So he says that you're the one I should talk to. You're
Okay,
Holly. Tell
I
me
am.
about your company here.
Black Cat Catering. We actually just started this year, and mostly we've done events, a few private catering, mainly graduation parties at the beginning of the year. But we cater to everything and everyone, so we don't do a specific food.
I was going to ask you that because I didn't know if there were certain items you had or if you just do anything.
No, we'll pretty much do anything, as you can tell.
Well, I heard that you went all the way to New Orleans to get the food to bring here.
Well, we just so happened to be in New Orleans when Kelsy called me, and she's like, "Hey, I've got this idea," and we're like, "Really?" Because we're actually here now. So if it's a go, we'll pick up some food down here and talk to some locals and see what we should serve, and that's kind of how it came together.
Well, it's pretty cool, and the food was really good tonight.
Great.
I didn't try everything,
Thank
but the food that I tried was good.
Awesome.
If somebody wanted to get a hold of you for catering, where would they get a hold of you from?
It's Black Cat Event Catering at gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram. Same name, Black Cat Event Catering. Or you can call me.
I know you're out of Martinsville, right?
I am. I'm local.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You can give that number now.
Okay, sorry. 317-385-1671.
Okay.
And
So-
like I said, we do a little bit of everything. Like when we did the neighborhood event across the street last weekend, we served smash burgers, fries, chicken wings. And then when we do the bigger events, the concerts and whatnot, we pull out your nachos and chili cheese fries and, the stuff that you can just sort of walk around and eat.
Mm-hmm. So, how far out do you go? I know you're located here in Martinsville, but how far out do you go? I mean, is there a certain area that you go
We
to?
like to stay within like an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Sure, thank
I'm
you.
glad you guys. Congratulations on your business, and since this is your
Yeah,
first year,
it
and
is, and
I
it's-
hope that it
it's been
goes
very
very well.
successful.
Very good.
Awesome.
Well, thank you guys for being here tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
So, are you guys just out having a good date night?
Yes. Yeah.
And we actually drove up from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. 4 hours to come here.
I like Kentucky. Just
It's beautiful.
I do love Kentucky. 4 hours in Kentucky, so
So South Central Bowling Green.
I was just getting ready to say Bowling Green.
Yeah.
I have friends that actually live in Franklin,
Okay.
just south of Bowling Green.
Yeah.
So, how did you hear about this?
We heard it from some friends that we met at a music festival. They live up here. And then we found you on Facebook.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's super cool. And so now, please tell me you're not going home tonight.
No,
No.
we have a hotel here in
We
town.
got our
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, did you go to the Holiday Inn?
Is that where we're
We are at the
Yeah,
Holiday
we
Inn.
Oh,
are.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, that's big time. If you're here in this town and you're staying at the Holiday Inn, it's like, dang, you got some money to spend. Yeah. So what do you think so far? I'm assuming this is the first time here for one of these soirees.
First time. It's really cool. I like how it is all set up. The food is really good. The music's been great.
Yeah.
Fantastic, isn't
Definitely
it?
like that. There's brewery, winery and distillery on site. That's really cool.
This is just such a great place, and they've done it little by little over the last 10, 12 years now. They started off with just that little tasting room in the wine, for the wine, then the brewery, and then the distillery. Then they opened up this big eatery here. This is just a fantastic place. They do summer concerts all summer long, so you guys will have to come back up in the summertime.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that Holiday Inn, they'll get you booked up again. You come out here and check out one of their summer concerts. It's always a good time out here.
Yeah, we're looking forward to going there for sure.
Right on. Well, I'm going to let you enjoy your date night. You guys have fun, and thank you so much for talking to us.
No problem.
Well, Cindy, another soiree is in the books.
Another one, and it was good.
It was, wasn't it? It was a good time. It was, they had the one year where it was a little overcrowded.
Yeah.
This year, you could actually have a little room. You didn't feel quite like you were a sardine in a can. You have to have a ticket to get into this, and that's why they do that. They have to have a limit as to how many people can come in. Obviously, for safety reasons, fire laws and all that kind of stuff. And it just, it was just really, really good. I really enjoyed myself.
It was a lot of fun. They did a buffet this year, which, not that it was the greatest food that I like, but it was good food. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it was good food. I don't like fish.
But that was the cool thing, because their jambalaya, it had like sausage and it had pork and it had that kind of stuff. And it wasn't, because I was the same way. I'm like, man, I don't like crawfish.
Right.
I don't want no crawdads and that
that's
crap.
disgusting.
I don't even eat shrimp. You know what I mean? I don't eat shellfish. There's certain fish I'll eat, but I'm not big into the shellfish stuff. And to find out that the jambalaya was fantastic, and put that over a bowl of rice and stuff. Oh my God, it was fantastic.
Yeah, be able to dress up and go in there. They have a jazz band. You can get up and dance if you want. They've got picture props around so you can take pictures. Of course, you get to drink their drinks, and it was a good time.
It was
a very good time.
Fantastic time. This was their fourth year. This was our fourth year. We've made every episode. We made every one of these so far since they've been doing it. Talked to a couple that came from out of state. I mean, they were down. I believe it was down by the Bowling Green area where they're from. So, yeah, pretty amazing that they would come all the way up.
It is. It's amazing that you can find people like that. How do they find out? Obviously from somebody else, but to be able to come all the way from there, and it wasn't as crowded this year, so you had arm room to be able to talk to people, but it was still such a good time. And I love dressing up and being able to have fun, and of course they did the after party, and that was a lot of fun. So
they do an after party, because at Cedar Creek they have to close it down at 10 o'clock. So when it gets shut down at 10 o'clock, they have an after party. This year it was at Gillespie's Cigar Bar, where it was last year. They kind of run that same theme, the end of Prohibition type of. It's that same era of their place, so it works out perfect. And a lot of people went to Gillespie's after it was over with, because Gillespie's was packed. And we had a blast. We stayed there, I don't think it was 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, way past my bedtime.
We stayed there long enough, I fell asleep.
It was so far past your bedtime, you were actually sleeping in one of the chairs. But it's okay, because we put coats on her so she stayed warm, so it was okay. And we just made her the coat check lady, and everybody just threw their coat on top of her, and she was fine. But it was a great time there at Gillespie's as well. If you haven't been out to any of these places, this is in Martinsville, Indiana. Check out Cedar Creek. Cedar Creek is where we used to end our posse ride. Back when Cindy and I were doing the posse ride, I think 3 years in a row or whatever, we ended it at Cedar Creek. They have a brewery, a distillery, and a winery, and then now the eatery. They even have their own restaurant there now. It's all cool. I mean, they do great concerts in the summertime. Check out Cedar Creek. Make sure you tell them Steel Horse Thunder sent you when you go in there. And then also Gillespie Cigar Bar. If you enjoy cigars, this is a really cool place to go. If you go up there, if you're out riding on the motorcycle and everything, and you're in your riding gear, it's okay. If you're just getting off work and you're in muddy work boots and you're in a nasty shirt and your pants, and it's probably not the right atmosphere for you there. But I generally don't go there when I'm getting off work. I generally wait till I can clean up a little bit before I go. But if I'm out riding a motorcycle, I go in there. I feel perfectly comfortable, and nobody's going to look at you funny or nothing like that. So check these places out. Gillespie's is right on the square in Martinsville. It's kind of like the northwest corner of the square. And Cedar Creek is out 252. If you leave Martinsville on 252 heading towards Morgantown, it's just down the road there. So two great places in southern Indiana or south central Indiana. When you're out riding those southern roads of Indiana all day long, it's a great place to stop right before you get back to the madhouse of Indianapolis. It's a really cool place to stop, to chill before you have to enter the madness, right?
Exactly.
All right, man. Hopefully we'll have another soiree next year, and hopefully you guys will all come out and get tickets early so you can make it to next year's soiree. Cindy, it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
All right. And to all of our fans, cheers.